The way I like to plan on a weekend is by starting by looking at my week at a glance. Now to tackle Zara's pyjama box of doom. Wow, that's enough to spin anyone out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another super chatty vlog. I'm feeling pretty good. Doing pretty good, considering we've had a little bit of a turbulent time this last few weeks with everything that happened with Zara. If you saw this vlog, you'll know she had a febrile convulsion. I say febrile convulsion. She had a seizure. It was temperature related, but the hospital were quite insistent that because she's over the age of 5, she's 6, then she needs to be investigated to see if it is epilepsy. But the good news is, and so many of you have been asking, thank you, she's great. She's doing so well. So it was early hours Saturday morning, she was ill. She was quite poorly for those first few days, and then by the time we went to see The Little Mermaid in the cinema, she was pretty much better. So what day was that? Anyway, she was ill for just a short amount of days, although it felt like an eternity. And then after that, she was perhaps a little more tired than normal, but then by the time she went back to school, it was the whole of half term, she was ill on the first Saturday of half term. She was off then for the whole week, plus the inset day on the Monday. She's been back to school now for 4 days, and she's just great. So what a relief. So thank you for all your well wishes. I'm sure you'll be as delighted as I am to know that she is. She's back to her good old Zara bouncy self, which is lovely. So it is Saturday. I'm going to be doing just some bits. I've got some planning for the week to do. I want to make sure that I've looked ahead to the week coming up. I need to start thinking about packing for William's residential trip. He's going away for a week, Monday to Friday, at the end of this month, the end of June. And if you saw last year's residential come pack with me, I'll be doing something similar to that again, because he went for 4 nights last year and he's going for 4 nights this year. He is in year 6, so it's his last few weeks in primary school before he goes up to secondary school. Feeling a bit emotional about that, not gonna lie. But anyway, so that I need to not necessarily fully pack today, but start going through my list of things I need to pull together and see what is missing. Which brings me to my next point, which is I've had a little delivery from George at ASDA with some bits that I know that we were missing for William's trip, and Bella has just suddenly grown loads and loads, and I don't believe in buying all new uniform in September and then leaving it for the year. I would rather buying it for them as they need it throughout the year. It helps spread the cost a little bit, and it's just buying as they need it rather than buying because it's September. So without further ado, shall we have a little look what's in that George at Asda little parcel that's been delivered. Oh, quite a big parcel. Now some of this might have to go back. We'll have to have a little look. The first thing I picked up is some pyjamas for Will. This is a 3-pack of pyjamas, age 12 to 13. They're £21 because they are Marvel pyjamas. He needed short pyjamas. I said, did he fancy Marvel ones? I think he's any good. Yeah, I think they're quite sweet. Set of these tops. They look quite a lot like t-shirts actually, and then this lime green, he really likes green, and a turquoisey blue as well, and then some shorts. I don't know if they're going to be a bit big. We'll have to size those up against him in a second. And then I've got 2 packs of these for Bella. They are 5 packs of these blue t-shirts that they wear for school. Bella's arms and legs seem to have grown really quite quickly. She's just gone through a massive growth spurt. And her t-shirts seem okay because obviously they're short sleeve, but she's struggling to get them on and off, so I think it's time for some bigger ones. So I'm not sure if she needs 10 to 11 or 9 to 10. She's 8, but she's very tall for her age. So we'll have a look at those and see which. I guess I'll take some of them back. Just pulling this stuff out at random. Okay, so these are some shorts for Will. He can wear them to school, but you know what? Navy, like joggery type shorts, he can wear those through the summer. They're absolutely fine. They're not super schooly. I know in September he's going to have like more proper school uniform, like really like school fabric. Do you know what I mean? Is it stay press? Whereas in the primary school, they're very cool with them just being like whatever. So you can wear those to school. You can wear those through the summer. They're 11 to 12. They look massive as well. I don't know. We'll have to hold them up against him. But I can pack some of those for his trip. I also got him these Minecraft pyjamas. So they were £12 just for 1 pair, and they're aged 12 to 13. So that's 4 pairs of shorty pyjamas. Apparently he's grown out of all his shorty pyjamas, he informed me as we were looking for things to pack. And then for the girls, I need to have a massive clear out of their nightwear, which I might do this weekend actually if I can find some time. But I've got them these because if you've been following me for a while, you'll know if it's got a ballerina on it, I want to buy it for my daughters. And look how adorable those are. We've got little like ballerina, like fluffy tutus, and it says on it, together we are magic. Oh, I love that. And look, they're like fairy ballerina, beautiful. Oh, just love those. So I've got a 6 to 7 for Zara. It'll probably drown her, but it's a 90, so it's fine. And a 9 to 10 for Bella. Love them. What else have we got in our George and ASDA bag of goodies? More ballet stuff. So these are kids' pyjamas. These are shorts and t-shirt sets as opposed to 90s. And let's see, we've got a top. This is the 6 to 7 for Zara. It says, dance with love and the magic will follow, with 2 little tutus and some ballet shoes. And then just some really cute plain pink shorts. And then I got Bella some school dresses because her school dresses really were too small. And I'm not sure she's going to want to wear these school dresses next year or the year after. She's in year 3 at the moment. I wasn't sure she'd want to wear them in the juniors, but she did, which is really sweet. So I'm just kind of being led by her. But hopefully we can get away with the cutesy school dresses for as long as possible. I have got, how many packs of those did I get? That's a pack of 2. Did I just get 2? Thought I bought more than that. Okay, so there's 2 of those. So these are for Will, mainly for his trip. These are £17. I thought this was quite good value. £17 for 3 pairs of joggers. They've got little pockets in them. The main reason, he tends to wear jeans at home, and that works absolutely fine. I feel like jeans are like sort of tidy enough, but comfy enough. But on outward bound trips, when they're trudging through mud and doing assault course stuff, they don't like you to send jeans because the jeans hold the water more or something like that. I don't know, I'm not terribly outdoorsy if I'm honest, but that's why he's got joggers as opposed to just jeans. And I honestly thought I bought more than 1 pair. I'm gonna have to check the receipt. I honestly thought I bought more than 2 dresses for Bella. I thought I bought 2 packs of 2, which would be 4 dresses. But I did get these cutesy little socks. Look at these sweet socks. They are 5 pairs of socks for £4 with the frills on them, because the girls' socks, the school type socks, are looking a bit sad, if I'm honest. They're all looking, some of them are just too small and in need of not looking so bright. They're looking sad. So nice fresh white socks. Did I just not order the right amount of dresses, or did they not send me? No. Oh no, that's socks. Yeah, I only ordered 1 pack. That's my fault. Okay, I could do with picking some more up. So if I've got to take some of this stuff back, I might pick some more up while we're in store. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll do that later in this vlog. Okay, let's go and show the kiddos what I've got. Girls, what is going on in here? What's going on?
Playing.
You're playing, you?
Yeah.
Are you playing Making a Big Mess?
No.
No? What are you playing at then?
We're playing Toy Party.
Toy Party.
It's a party.
Oh, excellent. What's all this on the floor?
Toys. Well, there's mats and there's toys.
Excellent. Would you like to see what I bought from George Asda?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come and have a look then. Okay, goodies. This basket's for Will. We'll show him in a second.
Okay.
Right. Pretty socks, girls. Pretty socks.
Pretty
Pretty
socks.
socks for Bella.
Thank you.
Pretty socks for Zara.
Are they long socks?
I think they're just normal size socks. Have I got them that are too big?
I don't know. I think they're fine.
I got 4 to 5.5 shoe size for you, so maybe I should have got the one. Maybe these would have been a more appropriate shoe size for you. 12.5 to 3.5.
I'll try
I don't
them
know.
on.
Maybe I should have got you the smaller
Should
size.
I put one on?
Your feet are only really a size 10 or 11, so perhaps I should have got you the smaller size. I got the wrong ones. You're going to put one
Yeah, they
sock
are
on.
quite-
They're quite big. Okay, so those need to go back. Those are for you.
For me.
I need to get you small ones. Okay.
Wait,
Got the
do
wrong
these
ones.
fit me?
Mummy made a marvellous mistake. That's what we call it in school when they do something wrong. However,
Yeah, it's fine.
did I get it more right with these?
Thank you.
Yeah? Do you like those?
Yeah.
Yeah, come and see, look.
so
Could you stand up for me
pretty.
and I'll see if I'll hold up against you. Oh, that's lovely. I think that's a good size for you. Bells, stand up for Mama. Okay.
I want to see one.
Oh, that's fine for a nightie, I think.
Wait, there's 2 nighties.
Yeah, there's 2, look. There's the front one, which has got like a ballerinas on it, and then there's the ballerina print. So, those are all good, yes. Then we've also got these, which are PJs. So that's your size.
PJs.
That's a nightie.
Right.
Then Bells, I need to try, I don't know how you're going to try these on because they kind of hook together.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to hold them up against you again. Let's try this very scientific method of holding things up against you. Right, so we're testing the back one. I think that's fine, isn't it? That's age 10 to 11.
Why is that hanging attached to it?
Well, it's to stop people, I don't know, stop people trying them on, I suppose. Do you want to go into your bedroom and try one of these on for me, please?
Okay.
Oh, they are hooked at the bottom, look.
Oh, great.
They're hooked together. We'll have to unhook that and hope for the best. I guess we'll have to just keep them now. Right, Bells, go into your bedroom and try that on for Mummy. Good girl. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're just going to have to keep
We're going to have to keep those. And then these are for you. Do these fit okay? Yeah, baby. You suppose. That says, dance with love and the magic will follow.
Yeah.
Do you know what we need to do, though? We need to go through your PJ box because, Zara, it is out of control.
Oh, no.
A lot of people have been asking how you're feeling. Back to normal?
Yeah.
Great. Great. She's great. She's very back to Zara. Okay, and then we need to decide from, which I can guess we can see from the other stuff, whether Bella wants 9 to 10 or 10 to 11. I wasn't sure. See, it says 9 to 10 is up to 140 centimetres. She is 140 centimetres. Right, I'm gonna get her to try the 10 to 11s then. I think we'll return the 9 to 10s. Bells, let me see. Oh, do you like that?
Yeah?
You look beautiful. You look beautiful. I think that's the right size.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I'll get some more of those then. I'll get another 1 pack of those. So when we go back to Georgia ASDA, guys, remind me. So is that 10 to 11? It is?
I'm not sure.
I think, yeah, it's 10 to 11 it says on the hanger. So
Try
therefore,
one of those on.
well, you can hold it up against. You don't have to try it on. Oh, hold that up against you, baby girl.
They look quite big.
That's okay, isn't it? But you can, because you can tuck it into your skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, would that be okay? I will label these then, and we'll take the 9 to 10 back.
Yeah.
Happy with that? Do you want to try one on just to check?
Okay, I'll go try the one.
Go and try it on. You've got shorts on underneath anyway.
Yeah.
Then, well, I'm going to need you. It's your turn. And we are going to go through the girls' boxes of PJs because they are out of control. Doesn't even cover it.
Uh-oh.
How's that, Bells? Fits you a bit better than the other ones you've been squeezing into. I think that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Happy with those?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Okay, we are going to have to... I'll show William what I've got for him, and we are going to have to tackle your pyjamas.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, well, are those joggers kind of going to be the right size for you? Hold those up against you, baby.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I mean, you probably need to hold the actual waistband to you. Yeah, I think they're fine, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, those are cool. What about those? They look a bit big. I'd quite like you to... Is that good? Is that what you wanted? You said the others were too small. Do you want to try some of those on?
Yeah.
Okay, and I just need you to tell me, do you like these?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, and do you like these? So you've got 3 different colours of t-shirts and then 3 different colours of bottoms. So I guess you could mix and match them, couldn't you? You could do like one with the other. Do you like them? Do you want to keep them or should I send them back?
Can I please keep them, Mummy?
Yeah, of course you can, darling. So happy with those, you. So you've got 4 sets of summer pyjamas. I can now pack a few of these for your trip, but also when we're packing for the cruise, you won't miss them if I've packed a couple because you've still got some other sets.
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
Cool. This lot's going to need labelling, but I'm going to go through all of your everything I'm packing for you. That's probably going to be a separate video. I don't think I'm going to do all that today, but we're just gathering for you at the moment, aren't we? So if you wouldn't mind trying those on for me, darling, just to check that they're okay. But if you could have you got a basket of everything that I've asked you to collect, pants and socks and stuff?
Yeah, I've just left it in piles on the floor so that I can confirm which is going and which isn't.
Right, that's fine. All I need you to do is gather the things you might want to take. I'd rather you have too much than not enough. Gather it all together for me, please, baby.
I've done a lot of that already.
Good boy. And then what I'll do, I won't worry about labelling it now. I will label it all as it goes into the case to make sure it's all done. Okay?
Yeah.
Now to tackle Zara's pyjama box of doom. This may look excessive, but I guarantee you, some of this stuff should not be in here because it's positively wintry. A lot of this stuff will not fit her, and a lot of it might actually be too big because some of it's Bella's cast off. I've been procrastinating doing this for a while because she never wants to get rid of anything. She just wants to keep anything too small for her, for a giant teddy. So I might be better off doing this with her in the other room. Let's get going. So we've now got a slimmed down box of PJs. Not as slimmed down as I would have liked, but Zara came in and has been intercepting, so that might need a second slimming. All of this may still fit her come the winter. So I will sort that into her pyjama box appropriately when we put away the summer stuff. So I think I may as well put all that in a packing cube and chuck it under the bed, to be honest. So we can just add her a couple of new nighties, because a lot of these are the bigger version of when she and Bella had matching things. So I do want her to have some new things of her own as well. I found a couple of things that are Bella's that had somehow made their way into Zara's PJ box. And all of these are too small for her. All of them. They're too small, and yet they were still in her pyjama box. No more. So all of these can go to be donated. Now it's time to tackle Bella's PJ box, which is just as shocking looking, to be honest. Girls, we've got to be ruthless, okay? Aww. You can't have new things while you're still holding on to old things that don't even fit you.
What if we love them?
But if they don't fit you can't wear them, darling.
But what if they're special?
This is why you shouldn't declutter with your children around. Okay, so we've now got Zara's box, Bella's box. Still a little excessive because I was hoping to slim these down a bit more, but they were very reluctant to let some things go. Serves me right for trying to declutter while they're at home. All these are things that will probably fit Bella come the winter, but are long sleeve, long legs, and it's quite warm now. All of these are things that may fit Zara either this winter or next winter. Some of them she might be growing out of, but they might work, and some of them she might not have grown into yet because they were Bella's. And all of this is going to be donated. Time for a super quick tidy up and then feed the children some lunch. I think we're going to probably head out somewhere this afternoon. The weather's been glorious all week, although it's apparently going to rain later, which is a little unfortunate because we've got friends coming over that I was hoping we could all spend some time in the garden. But do you know what? Never mind. I feel quite blessed that we've had as much sun as we have, because it took its time. It took its sweet time to come out, the sun did this summer, didn't it? I was doing my seasonal wardrobe switchover super late in the year, so it's got to rain for a day or two. But sun, please don't stay away so long next time. Okay, spoke too soon. We're going to tackle William's pyjamas next. They're pretty much as wild as the girls. Anything that is too small for you can go in there to be donated. Anything that fits you, let's get it in the main box, shall we, Will?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the girls' pyjama boxes were a priority, but we found some stuff in Will's that was age 6 to 7. How old are you, Will?
I'm 11 to 12.
Oh dear, I think this is decluttering pyjama boxes, something we need to do a bit more frequently.
Yeah.
This is the pile that does not fit William. So we've now got these. In fact, he's got so few that fit him, I've actually left the wintry ones in there. I didn't for the girls. But I thought you had loads because your pyjama box was stuffed. You didn't mention that half of it didn't fit. Okay, that would explain why you keep wearing the same pyjamas on rotation. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to tidy up. very soon. So far, so good. The weather is holding up. Hopefully the children can play in the garden. But very quickly, before they arrive, I just want to show you what I stick on absolutely everything. See if I can find Bella's version of these. And these are stickers that are for putting on, if you can see that. They're for putting on, I'm covering that up because it's obviously got my phone number on it. It's for putting on the care labels of clothes, or for any items that can go in the dishwasher. You can stick them on anything, but if you put them on the care labels of clothes like so, after 24 hours they are machine washable. And I have been using these things for years, for flipping years. I used to have those ones years ago you had to sew in. I don't have time in my life for that. These are great, and because they've got my phone number in them, you don't have to put your phone number, but we've lost things like, I remember when the girls were little, they'd like throw a shoe out the pram. I'd have a phone call minutes later going, hello, I found this shoe, it's got your phone number in it. And it would be great because you'd have it back. They can be used on lunch boxes, bags, pencil cases, you name it, you can label it. If you can stick a sticker on it, a teeny little sticker, you can label it. We've had toys left in restaurants, we've discovered, all because of the phone number. It's just one more thing that means your stuff's more likely to come back to you. So I'm just labeling Bella's bits and pieces. Each of them have got like their own name and surname and my phone number, but I've also got our family name just on stickers for generic things or shared things or my things. Because let's face it, I could quite easily leave my coat in soft play, couldn't I? You know, when they're trying to make sure, have I got all my children? Making sure I've got all my stuff, not always a priority. And obviously as William's going up to secondary school in September, we just had all the kit list through and everything, and written in bold, label, everything. And speaking from experience, the number of uniform items my eldest lost in secondary school, and then we would get them back eventually because they were labelled, but the bonkers with money with coats. Used to use coats all the time. Like how, but did. So label your kids' stuff, guys, if you want to save your money and your sanity. Anyone else's children feel the need to do cartwheels? All the time, by the way, all the time. Although I've got to say, my eldest and William, I didn't ever see them do a cartwheel. Just not interested. The girls, obsessed. They're on their hands more than they're on their feet. So I don't know if it's a girl thing. I used to cartwheel all the time. I could only do a right-handed cartwheel, not a left-handed cartwheel. I did actually try and do a cartwheel just to see if I still could. Last summer, I don't think anyone filmed it. I won't be trying it again because I think it'd be a really embarrassing way to have to go to casualty with an injury. Like, how do you break your wrist? It was with a really important grown-up injury, absolutely not cartwheeling. But long story short, I can still do a right-handed cartwheel, but not a left-handed cartwheel. So yeah, the reason I started talking about cartwheels is because the girls have to insist upon wearing shorts under every dress now, so they can cartwheel. It's compulsory. Every day, just in case cartwheeling. I've just dropped Zara off at her dance workshop. She's got an exam in a few weeks, I guess. Beginning of July, I think. So she's doing extra dance practice on a Friday, and they've got this examiner come down to do a dance workshop with all the girls today. It's funny, Bella did exams sort of back to back end of last year, and now Zara just did tap, now she's doing modern. So it's either one or the other. But they really enjoy their dance. Will does karate as well, and the girls do karate, and I feel like the dance and karate go hand in hand. And I wonder, should William be picking up another activity? But actually he's about to go into secondary school, and I don't know what the homework load is going to be like. So my gut says see how that pans out in September, so he's not overwhelmed, because I feel like children in general, but especially children, when you're neurodivergent, need that time to really decompress as well. So it's that balance, isn't it, as parents, being like, how much should we be like doing activities, and how much should they just be allowed space and chill time? It's an ongoing debate for me and lots of people, I think. Something I like to do on Sundays that future me always ends up thanking me for is just planning for the week, looking ahead, seeing what we've got coming up, and just planning accordingly. It means that weekdays, which let's face it, can be really chaotic, can't they? With schools and is there a trip, what have we got to pay for, all the activities, all of that feels a little more just easy to deal with when we've done a bit of planning on the weekends. So yes, in an ideal world, we just relax all weekend, but just taking these few minutes I found it's been life-changing, quite frankly. So I use the digital version of my planner that I developed for myself because I couldn't find a planner that fit all of my needs. So do you know what? I made my own. I'm going to be using the digital version, but for those of you that prefer paper planning, I have got a printed version of my Organised Life Planner, which comes in either coil bound, spiral bound, whatever you want to call it, or this version, which is called Perfect Bound, but it's just like a normal book bound, I don't know. Anyway, links to all of these, including the digital or the printed versions, can be found down below. So the way I like to plan on a weekend is by starting by looking at my week at a glance. In fact, it's probably easier if I show you in the printed version because that'll probably show up better, won't it? The printed planners, incidentally, are in black and white. The digital versions are in colour. It was just trying to keep the cost down of the planner. There are a lot more options of add-in pages that you can use if you want the digital version, but I had to be a little bit, I had to cull some of the pages from the printed one. Just it would have ended up like War and Peace and being about £50 billion to print if I'd put in everything I wanted to put in it. But I am looking at doing some different versions for people with sort of different priorities. Anyway, I digress. We start with a week at a glance. And this is because generally our weeks have similar things going on each day. However, maybe the children got trips coming up, so they're going to need to pack lunch instead of school dinners. Maybe there's a dress-up day. Our school loves a good dress-up day. We have a lot of those. Sports days, things like that coming up. There might be specific work things I've got, appointments, hospital appointments. Not this week actually coming up. I have had a date for my gynae op thing. Not this week, but that is actually going to be coming up pretty soon. So things like that would have to go in. So I'm very much a digital calendar kind of person because I can put recurring appointments in, I can synchronize calendars and everyone knows where we stand, and I can plan things for like weeks, months, years ahead. However, by putting pen, or Apple Pencil sometimes, to paper or iPad screen, it helps me get my head around what actually needs to be done. For this week at a glance, I put week commencing at the top and then everybody's names across the top and just jot in what needs to be done. So let's do that first and then we'll move on to the next stage.
Caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret.
Now I've got my week at a glance, I need to go over my to-do list, but not just a to-do list, but this week's priorities. And for this, I like to use an Eisenhower matrix. And you can buy this planner, but you don't have to. You can just grab a pen and paper and just copy it out. But I've got important, not important, urgent, and not urgent. And in there, I need to put things in those priority categories. So for example, William has got a residential school trip coming up. That's pretty urgent because it has to be done in a timely fashion. It's got to be done this week. And it's pretty important because I want to make sure he's got everything he needs. So that would go up here in this category. Other things, like I really could do with decluttering the cupboard in the playroom. It's kind of on my radar, but it's not urgent. It's not super important. So if I'm looking for a job to do and I've got a few minutes, then, you know, I could come to this list and be like, okay, I could do that job. But only once I've done the things that are more urgent and more important. And then what I do once I've kind of brainstormed all my to-dos is I have like main focuses for each day. Because I use the digital version of this, I can switch these around as things swap up. But I've got to be honest with you, when I was more of a paper planner kind of girl, which I used to be, then I was all about erasable pens because I don't know about you, but the perfectionist in me doesn't want to like spoil things. So sometimes wouldn't want to write things down in case things changed, which I'm aware when I say it out loud, that's silly. But I found that having erasable pens or using it digitally so you can move things around, just, it works with my brain, okay? Just, I can't explain it, it just does. And then I have got a habit tracker for things I'm trying to do more of. These might be work tasks I'm trying to remember to do more frequently. It might be hitting certain step goals if you're trying to be a bit healthier. Anything you're just trying to do a bit more of can go in here and just keep it top of mind so that, you know, it's what gets measured gets done, doesn't it? And then I get on to the meal plan. And the reason I do the meal plan at this stage is because I can look at the week at a glance and be like, right, okay, so as I'm doing the meal plan, because with the meal plan comes a shopping list, I know that we've got 2 school trips this week. So therefore the children are going to need packed lunches. So I'm going to need to get extra bread and things, lunchy things that I wouldn't normally have in stock, because I tend to eat more salady things at the moment for lunch, not bread. Whereas the children will have sandwiches for those school trips. So that stuff's going to have to come with the grocery order, which is coming very early Monday morning. That's relevant with the grocery order, but for meal planning specifically, if I know I've got, like for example, Father's Day we'll go out for lunch, so I know I won't need to buy things for that, so that can go in the meal plan, it's just out for food. I know on a dance night, we're running back and forth. I am barely here. It needs to be something so quick and easy to feed the children that can actually be heated up in stages as well, because Bella and Zara eat at separate times because they have consecutive lessons. So it needs to be something simple that either is easy to make twice or is easy, something like a pasta bake that can be kept in the oven and dished out and kept warm, you know, something like that. Something that isn't kind of going to spoil if it's not eaten immediately. And then for karate night, again, it's a night where the children need something quite early on. So it's not a night I choose for a meal that takes a long time to prepare. My next job, once I've gone through all this, is then I'm going to go to my kitchen, look at the ingredients I've got to use up. So for example, I know I bought 11 billion cans of baked beans because they were on offer. So I'll probably do jacket cheese and beans one night. So what I will do is put ingredients to use, beans, and then one of those nights, a night that suits around what we've got going on, I will put jacket cheese and beans and salad into the meal plan. And then once I've got the list of the things I want to make based on the things that I need to use, there will be gaps in that, and that's what goes on my shopping list, combined with what is on my shopping list already on my kitchen organisation station, which is just a series of free printables. You can grab those using the link below. Free printables and some frames, and then anyone that needs anything, it's like, please don't tell me, don't make me hold it in my brain, just write it on the list. So, you know, it might be like we've run out of some sort of chutney that everyone likes or whatever it might be. Anyone using the last of anything going into the backup, I ask them to put that on that list. So my shopping list will be the stuff I need from here combined with that shopping list on my organisation station, and that's everything that I need to buy for the week. So once I've done all that planning, I take everything that I've put into my planner and I copy it onto my organisation station. Yes, for me to see at a glance what's going on, but also for my family to be able to see at a glance, more to the point, and for them to know what is for dinner. And that way, if my husband is going to be making dinner because I'm busy still working, whatever, he knows what I've planned and therefore what I've bought ingredients for. This is the hard way to better. We can't be harding together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be harding together. This is the hard way to So it's Monday, children are now safely in school. I'm going to get on with some editing. It has been raining this morning. That rain that I thought was going to come and spoil our fun in the garden the other day did not come. It held off till this morning, but apparently now it's going to dry up and then the sun is back from tomorrow, so I'm happy. I have not yet tackled the packing for William's residential trip. I've gathered a whole load of stuff together. I do need to pick up smaller sizes of those shorts. So you're going to have to stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe with bell notifications on, because that video will be coming soon. Plus, I've had lots of questions about when I'm going to start doing back to school content. And I know what you're thinking. You're going to be like, Ree, it's June. Can you stop it, please? Just stop. And I get your point. And I very much get that it can be very frustrating when there's like back to school stuff in the shops and the children haven't even broken up from school yet. It's like, But equally, I know there are some people, and I know this to be true because I'm getting it in my DMs, I know there are some people that go back to school a lot earlier. Like, for example, in Scotland, I think they go back much earlier. They break up much earlier, they go back much earlier than the rest of the UK. And then some people have only got that first week of the summer holidays to get organised, because maybe that's when their annual leave is, or maybe they're going away, or, you know, whatever. So I know some people are going to want that information earlier on in the year, like pretty much before we break up for summer, or even right at the beginning of the summer holidays. So I will be starting to put out a little bit of that stuff. And I know especially some of these people, if your child is starting school for the first time or is moving up to secondary school, like my baby is, then I know that that can be a lot more front of mind and feel a lot more nerve-wracking than if they're just slotting into another year of the same school where you feel they're comfortable. So that being said, the back to school content is starting soon. It is starting soon. And if you're not ready for it, just save it. Watch it, you know, when you are ready for it. There's no pressure. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So if you are in my Patreon, if you don't know my Patreon, I've got a Patreon on my main channel now. And much like on my Disney channel, in my Patreon, I just put up all of the videos just as soon as they're edited. So some of the videos get edited weeks before they're due to go out. So for example, maybe I'll film the back to school content, but it won't go out till, maybe I won't put it out till the first week of the summer. I haven't fully decided. It's not 100%. But as soon as that's filmed and edited, it goes into Patreon. And then the videos go out in a schedule depending on what else I've got going on. So those videos will be out on Patreon. I also do exclusive live streams in Patreon where we just have a little chit chat about whatever, and there's various tiers and things. Not going to witter on about it now, but if you do want to check that out, there will be links for that below. So I am going to stop chatting now and actually go and edit, I guess, this vlog. I guess I'm now going to edit the vlog that you are now watching. So I have not yet edited the vlog you are now watching, but by the time you see this, I will have edited it. Wow, that's enough to spin anyone out. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things. You can click on more videos on screen that you may be interested in, but there's also a link for my Patreon I was just talking about, and for the planner that I was showing earlier in this vlog if you want to just have a little click and check all that out. Thanks very much. See you guys soon. Bye.